Hey guys, how's it going? So this is my first video in a long time. A lot has happened in the past maybe 3 months or so, like that. So this video is just gonna be me talking. I'm not gonna I'll bring up the book, but I'm going to start reading chapter 16 on the next book. I just want to give you guys a little details on like how things are going with the book, how things are going with my life, everything like that. So first, I guess I wanted to show you guys is so I'm in Waterloo. Like I said, I go to UW now and stuff like that. So in Waterloo, there is this book called Blueprint. So I wanted to show you guys. I got published in this book recently. Unfortunately, I didn't put in a chapter from my book, which I did before, but this one, I was kind of binge thinking about how long humans have been around and what's their impact and like how quickly like our populations increase, etc. And I just wrote like a little bit, and I called it "It's Only Three" because a lot of the differences are 3 and 3%. So that's it here. I don't know, but there's my name, Donna Marshall. I love the little raver picture here because I love going to shows and stuff. I haven't been to one in a while, so it was really cool to see that. And like I said, I like the number 8, and there's like a poem in here called 88, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, maybe I'll read it, the little poem that I wrote. I'll do it right now, actually. It's not that long at all. So this was kind of what I was binging on. So humans have been around for 6 million years, all extinct except for us in the last 2,000 years. That's only 3%. For 2,000 years, we've been sapiens, and we've only documented 6,000 years. That's only 3%. Y2K, all 6 billion of us were there. 70 years before, there was only 2 billion. Just multiply by 3. Time is just relative, something I simply cannot grasp. I try to take in the last 1,000 years, but I'm simply 3 years away from that 3%. Doesn't it make you wonder what ignorance we uphold? The loud minds of 7 billion, our lack of humbleness, the pride of one that can only gather 3% of knowledge, that limited concept of who we are, only able to gather fragments of information for less than 130 years. All we know is we are here now. The future has an untimely death, the past just the same. Infinite time that simply faded away. The truth is, I might pass by 0.3% of all of you, but it does not change my only relation to you, time. So yeah, so it was kind of like a cool poem to see that like this 3% was increasing, or just 3 was significant. So that was kind of cool to figure that out. Like I did a little research to get that. I'll show you guys the original one that I was posted in. This was March 2014. So this one's actually March 2017, which I did not do on purpose, but that's kind of cool. I printed a chapter from my book called Reservation. So I got like my own page in it, which was really cool. So it's a bit longer, so it's actually from my book. So I'll read you guys that when it comes up, and I'll bring up this again. So I'm hoping to post in this magazine again. That would be awesome, and something to kind of like have as giveaways and stuff like that. Also, I do want to show you the painting I've got here, which I did maybe 2-3 weeks ago. So I hope you guys like it. And speaking of that, I recently got to go to an event where I got to show my paintings. A lady found me on Instagram, or I guess maybe a team or something. They found me on Instagram and contacted me. And the event is called, I don't know why I'm forgetting this right now. It will come back to me. But I did it just down the road from where I live at... wow, I'm forgetting everything. It was just like this little bar. Maybe I shouldn't even say it because maybe I shouldn't give away too much information. But yeah, so I got to do an event that was really cool, and I just had to sell a few tickets, and I get to go to another one in Montreal. So I'm gonna hopefully do that next month. And again, the event was called Raw Artists. So I'll put a link at the bottom. It came to me, and I was at Maxwell's in Waterloo, so that came to me too. So yeah, that was a really cool event for me. It didn't go great. It was like a rainy day. I had a midterm. Like, I was tired, everything like that. But I learned a lot, and I'm looking forward to the one in Montreal. So that's like really, really good news. And now to talk about, I guess, my academics, because that's like a huge, big deal for me. So I got into Waterloo, so I'm there and I'm doing psychology and majoring in biochemistry, which is really cool. I'm doing well so far, which is awesome, and I'll be trying to work towards getting to med school, so I have 2 years to do that. So a lot of sciences and a few psychology classes on top of my degree that I already have in social development studies, which is like social work. Nothing grand, but I got a degree, whatever. I won't be too hard on myself. So I've been working a lot on that. And I guess kind of something that I mainly wanted to talk to you guys about before I end this video, I won't keep it too long, was with psychology. I always wanted to be a psychiatrist or psychologist, and now that I'm good at sciences and chemistry and things like that, I do want to become a psychiatrist. And I've been spending a lot of time thinking about certain theories that I can come up with and certain forms of beliefs that I could build on. Because like we have cognitive, we have behavioral, we have psychoanalytic, etc. And I wanted to try to come up with my own. And something that I've been thinking about is comparing existence and everything that we are exposed to, and like the certain things people go through, and the certain ways people deal with things, as to being similar to how certain constructs of what makes us who we are is. So again, like making certain analogies about like outside the world as it is within us. So that's something cool that I want to work on. Also, battling the constructive schemas, kind of just like a mental state that you have where you keep a certain stereotype and you don't want to break it, or you have like a small schema, or maybe you have a large one, but like certain things where like you refuse to break certain stereotypes that you had when you were younger because they don't fit into your mental schema. So that was something that I want to kind of discuss as well, as to how people can kind of open up that state of mind. And then also I wanted to mainly, more than anything, deal with people that are victims or that consider themselves victims, and how to somewhat take that role and have it become something where people don't feel so down on themselves because of certain experiences they have in life, because all of us have to go through something while we exist. So I want to use the analogy of how what is out here is similar to within here, and how certain things that we go through or experience, it doesn't have to be something negative. It can be something that other people can learn from, and other people can share as in something that isn't taboo, but something that inevitably we all go through. So again, it's kind of like a little all over the place right now, but I do want to continue talking with you guys about that. Maybe once every so often bring up certain psychological theories and things that I've come up with on top of my paintings and on top of my book. So this video is almost 10 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up. I will read chapter 16 for you guys. I have them already. And I hope you guys enjoy the book. So I'll do a few more and see you guys like it. Thank you for watching this video.